So moving on, how could you get 10K at closing? We're going to go over an example to break down the numbers. So let's look at an example so you guys can see how the numbers work. Let's use an example of buying a $250,000 new construction home, and let's go over with a conventional or FHA loan. So if you bought this, home that we're using an example was $250,000. Your down payment is going to range from 3 to 5% with an FHA loan or a conventional loan. So that's going to break down to at a minimum of $7,500 to up to $12,500 for the down payment. So that's literally money that you don't have to bring to the closing table. You don't have to have it saved up if you elect to choose a USDA loan. Now, closing costs, like I said, are also covered. So what are closing costs, or what are the expense for closing costs? They range, different. They're going to range depending, but usually they're going to land between a 2.5 to 3.5% down, maybe more. Sometimes it just depends on which lender, etc. But closing costs generally for a $250,000 home are going to range anywhere between $6,000 to $9,000. Again, this is money that's not going to the home. It's not going into the home as equity. This is just the cost of buying a home, whether that's resale or new construction. These are closing costs that one has to consider. And if you're going with a resale, yes, you can negotiate some or all of these, but they're not guaranteed like they are with new construction. So the total out of pocket with a conventional or FHA loan to buy a $250,000 home is going to land somewhere between $13,500 to $21,500. And like I said, let's go over it. If you were using a USDA loan along with the builder incentives, there's no down payment with the USDA loan. It's covered 100%. So there's zero money out of pocket there. Like I said, that you don't have to bring to the closing table. Closing costs, like I said, most if not all right now, builders, new construction home builders are covering at a minimum your closing costs, which is still a huge help. So that's also $0 out of pocket. And here's the big kicker. So depending on which builder, but there's extra builder incentives. So like I said, some are even offering your closing costs plus a rate buy down, and some of them are just giving concessions back, and you are free to choose what you want to do with that. If you elect to have your lender use it to buy down your rate, or you can elect to have it as, cash back after you close. So with that in mind, depending on which kind of deal you go with, it may be up to $10,000. Again, it's going to depend on the builder and the price of the home, etc. But imagine that's at least a $20,000 plus dollar swing in your favor. So not only do you not need a down payment, but you could actually essentially, be getting paid to buy the house and getting money back. So that's where the big strategy comes in.